For the longest time, I always felt the need to express myself the way I feel, what I want to say, what I want to do. As children, when we're growing up, you learn that you don't just do what you want to do, you don't just feel what you want to feel, and you don't just say what you want to say. That there are certain parameters in the society that you have to check and adjust what you want to say according to the temperature of the society, according to the temperature of the room, according to the temperature of the people. And so you have lots of inauthentic people in the world. So many of us living inauthentic lives. We hide what we really feel. How are you doing? I'm fine. But you're dying inside. And that's because sometimes the person that is asking is not somebody you want to unburden to. It's a very stressful life that human beings are living. We're living a very confused and stressful life. I've realized, because of my own experience, that many of the confusion I've faced and many of the stresses I've faced in my life has been due to not being true to myself. When I try to, please a certain person or people, or try to suppress my own feelings and my own needs, just so that some people will be pleased with me, some people will be happy with me. You become a people pleaser in a sense. That's not being authentic. That's not being true to who you are. I realized that that's not the way to live. What we came to the world as human beings to do is express that uniqueness that is each human being. But you find that we are just imitating one another, complying with certain traditions. This is how you should say it. Don't speak your mind, because you may get into trouble for speaking your mind. Stay silent, bow your head down. Many of the mental illnesses, many of the physical illnesses come as a result of this inauthenticity. I've seen that in the times that I've been so inauthentic, were the times I've been most stressed and I've been most healed. The times I've moved towards my authentic self the most are the times I've been the healthiest, the happiest, the peaceful that I have been. We need to relearn. You see, so many things to learn. We need to unlearn this suppression of self. We need to reconnect back to ourselves. The previous video on self-acceptance, we looked at accepting who you are, even the story of your inauthentic time. Accept that. It's part of your journey. It's not to hide any part. Bring it forward. What do you want? What do you feel? What do you need? These are questions you want to check in with yourself. At each point in time, you want to check in with yourself. How do I feel? Many Nigerians have been doing Japa. You imagine that because a majority of people are doing that, it should naturally be your own desires. But I have no desire to travel out of this country. I've always expressed it. Even when I wrote my blog in 2010, I've never had this desire to relocate in that sense. So when people around me were traveling, I was pushed in that direction to put in for the process. I did because I didn't want to appear as if, they brought a good suggestion, a good idea to me and I didn't act on it. So I did, but deep within myself I knew this is not what I want for myself. And even though I did the exam, the IELTS exam, and I passed the exam, there was this feeling within myself to sit with myself and say, do you really want to do this? This is a major move. I told myself, this is a major move. Do you really want to do this? The answer was no, I don't really want to do this. And that was it. I've discovered from my journey, and people that have made something out of their journey, is they were authentic, they were true to who they are. They didn't follow the crowd. They didn't do it because everybody is doing it. What have you come to the world to express? I think that's basically what we should be teaching our children, or observing our children be. And when they're playing, when they're acting, what have they come to the world to express? What have they come to the world to heal? Those are the questions we should ask ourselves. What have you come, Mary, what have you come to the world to do? What have you come to the world to express? Or you just want to come here and do monkey see, monkey do kind of thing? Is that what you come to do? Or you come to express this unique expression of the divine, of God? When you stay true to yourself, you find that you'll be healthy. That's my own experience. You'll be healthy and you'll be peaceful, you'll be happy. But that may mean that you may be alone. That may mean that you may lose people, because some people are used to seeing that version of you. And so when you start to express your authentic self, they wonder, oh, you've changed, you're different. Because you no longer say what will impress them, but rather what you actually want to say. You no longer need any validation from them to express or to be or to do. You express what you want, what you need anytime. That's a very different kind of energy. It's a very different kind of energy, but it is the energy that we all ought to be operating on. And all this dysfunction you see in the world is because we are all just expressing fakeness. We're all just forcing smiles when we want to cry. Forcing things rather than just flowing.